Hello, it's me, French Ted, and we are here for the penultimate Smackdown before Wrestlemania, and things are heating up in certain areas of the arena and ring, and yeah, don't know where I was going with that, but we are here. It is Smackdown time. I'm going to be honest, I'm not anticipating a high rating for this show. A lot of this is story, so deal with it. But nonetheless, I think it's a pretty good story. But we have Cruz del Toro and Wacky Wild opening the show. They are without Dragon Lee and without Rey Mysterio because they feel like they need to back up, what they've been saying. They need to kind of, how do I want to word this? They want their actions to speak louder than anything else. So they are looking to take on Andrade and Rey Fenix alone. Without the support of Rey Mysterio, because they weren't there for Rey Mysterio, so why should Rey Mysterio have to be there for them? I think that's the logic. Either way, they open the show as they take on the two mentioned wrestlers. So let's see what happens. The crowd didn't care about this segment. Oh, come on. Why were they ringside? They're not ringside. Ignore that. But apparently this was still a pretty good match. 79, not very good in the crowd reaction because these two guys are effectively jobbers. But this was mostly to make Andrade and Fenix look strong. And it did, because these two completely decimated Cruz del Toro and Wacky Wild. It wasn't even fair. Big win here for Andrade and Rey Fenix as they continue to try and send some kind of message to those using the name LWO, and that message continues. Spoiler, as after a hard-fought opening match, Andrade stands tall over Wacky Wild and Cruz del Toro, sneering at the crowd as they boo him and Rey Fenix. Andrade then slowly raises his hand and points towards the ramp. Out comes Mike Santana. He storms out, making his main roster debut with a big old bike chain in hand. He then hits the ring and joins Andrade and Rey Fenix in a vicious assault on Cruz del Toro and Wacky Wild. These three men just unleash a horrible beatdown, leaving both Wild and del Toro covered in blood and literally motionless. Suddenly, Rey Mysterio appears sprinting down the ramp, steel chair in hand, as he tries to protect Wacky Wild and Cruz del Toro, and he does so pretty successfully. The trio of Fenix, Andrade and Santana quickly escape the ring, backpedaling and grinning, feeling a bit proud of themselves of what they've just done to del Toro and Wild. Rey Mysterio then drops to his knees beside Wild and del Toro, checking on them, making sure they're okay, calling for medics. I need a medic. We need medics now. They come down to check on del Toro and Wild, whereas the Faccion of Andrade, Fenix and Santana watch on from the stage, incredibly proud of the message that they have sent Rey Mysterio. So yeah, things are getting spicy here. They're getting quite dark. And of course, we've got the debut of Mike Santana, who has aligned himself with Andrade and Rey Fenix. And at the moment, they're referring to themselves as the Faccion or La Faccion for now. So we'll see if they get an official name anytime soon. Spoiler alert, they do. You'll just have to wait for it. Following on from this, though, we head backstage as Nick Aldis welcomes all 6 members of the Red, White and Blue Battle, or the men's Red, White and Blue Battle for WrestleMania. That is, of course, Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, Rusev, Kevin Owens, LA Knight and Jacob Fatu. He wishes all of them luck for WrestleMania and said that he's actually, the reason why he's brought them is that, for the fun of it, for the heck of it, he has scheduled a 6-man tag team match for next week, which will feature all 6 of you. Now, don't worry, we will decide who teams with who, but you guys won't know that until next week. See you soon. So Hayes, Williams, Rusev, Owens, Knight and Fatu will be in 6-man tag team action. The teams, undecided yet. But it'll be interesting to see some of these dynamics in a big 6-man tag on the eve of WrestleMania. We actually do have some footage that we need to show you guys now. This is from earlier in the night. Seth Rollins is seen arriving, pulling his bag from the trunk of his car. And just as he closes it, wham! He is blindsided yet again by a huge boot from Big Cass, sending Rollins crashing to the ground, stumbling over his bag. Logan Paul then steps into frame, laughing his head off, phone in hand, as it seems he's recording this beatdown. He then leans in, kind of selfieing with Seth Rollins and mockingly shouts, "Got no friends, Seth? I can see you're still riding solo." WrestleMania is going to be so easy, as he stomps him for good measure. Big Cass then picks up Rollins by the collar, shoves him into the car before the two men walk off, as Logan keeps filming and laughing Seth Rollins, who is now, trying to recover from a huge boot from Big Cass. So, looks like the onslaught continues, and Seth Rollins, at the moment, as far as we're aware, is still tag team partnerless. So will he be able to find someone? I mean, WrestleMania is literally just over a week away now, so he's going to need to work quick if he's got anyone in mind. We head to the ring now for just a standard one-on-one. Two guys we haven't seen in a while. Chad Gable taking on Apollo Cruz. And this is a fairly one-sided affair. I feel like Chad Gable needed to get himself a win, and Apollo Cruz is indispensable. And I think someone who will be released soon. I think his contract expires in a couple of weeks, and I'm not renewing it. Sorry, guys. I'm not. But yeah, Chad Gable gets the win by submission. Nice ankle lock to make Apollo Cruz tap. Good, 3-star match. Average. And post-match, Chad Gable declares himself for the Andrade the Giant Battle Royale. And he says that he's not only going to win the Battle Memorial, but he is then going to go on to win the King of the Ring tournament. Thank you! Right in the middle of the show, middle-ish of the show, we have our big contract signing, something that wasn't previewed, which I probably should have previewed, soz. It'll be in the description if people read descriptions before they watch the videos. But it's the contract signing between Alexa Bliss and Tiffany Stratton. They are both here. Tiffany's looking very cautious, but she's not there yet. Let's read the script. This is big boy script mode. You ready? So a table is set up in the ring with a pink and gold velvet cloth, to match Tiffany's aesthetic. It's by her request. The championship is already displayed front and center on the table, as Nick Aldis is ready to moderate this contract signing. Nick then begins and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome first our WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton." Tiffany's music hits as she struts down to the ring in a lovely pink designer suit. She is full of girl boss energy right now. Not a single doll in sight yet. She grabs the mic and stands instead of sitting, saying, "Nick, let's make this quick, okay? I've had enough of the dolls, the flickering lights, the whispery weirdos. I'm the champion. I belong on magazine covers, not in some twisted B movie." Nick then nods and says, "Okay, calm down, Tiffany. And let's now welcome her WrestleMania challenger and Royal Rumble winner, Alexa Bliss." The lights then dim suddenly. Alexa walks out slowly, head slightly tilted, clutching Lily in her arms. The music is slightly different from her usual entrance theme. It's a little bit more childlike and creepy. Like a faint nursery rhyme playing. Alexa then walks in and sits down across from Tiffany, slowly placing Lily on the table between them, propping her up. Alexa does not speak at all. She's yet to say a word, even though the microphone is on the table, ready for her whenever she is. Tiffany then breaks the silence and the stare down by saying, "Okay, this is a contract signing, right? This isn't playtime or anything. You want to play mind games? Fine. I'm just here to sign the contract, and then I'm going to kick your ass at WrestleMania. I'm not scared of you, Alexa. And I'm not scared of that creepy little thing." She then flicks Lily as Lily falls back and rolls off of the table. Alexa still says nothing, But as Lily falls to the ground, she suddenly stands up, which kind of startles Tiffy and Nick. They're both kind of like, whoa. Alexa then takes the contract, pulls out a red crayon, and signs her name aggressively, slamming the contract onto the table. Tiffany then kind of snaps back to reality and scoffs, laughing at Alexa Bliss, and says, "A crayon? Really? What are you, 5?" Alexa then slams the contract. Oh no, she's already done that. Sorry, I've written that twice. She then stares into Tiffy's soul and says, "You don't touch Lily." Tiffany then rolls her eyes and grabs the pen. She signs the contract and hands it to Nick Aldis. Tiffany then says, "There, it's official. Now let me make something perfectly clear, little Miss Bliss. When I win at WrestleMania, you vanish. You and your creepy little Build-A-Bears can disappear from my life forever." Alexa, still standing, slowly sits back down in her chair. Mic in hand, she says, "When I win, Tiffy, you become mine." Tiffy then freezes, a little bit confused but also very scared, and says, "What does that even mean?" Alexa, suddenly smiling at the thought that's popped into her head, says, "You'll see." Suddenly, the arena lights flicker. The screen flashes with distorted, glitched out footage of Tiffany Stratton winning the NXT title, winning all these things, winning the Money in the Bank, her cheating at the Royal Rumble to win, screaming when she saw the dolls in the past week, storming out of interviews. It then freezes on Alexa Bliss holding the Tiffany Stratton doll, Toffee, and then suddenly all the lights in the arena go off. When the lights come back, Alexa is gone. Lily is gone, and in her place, sat in the middle of the desk, or table, sorry, is a doll that looks exactly like Tiffany Stratton. Except this doll is different from Toffee. This doll has a sad face. Tiffany jumps back and yells at Nick, demanding that he removes that doll immediately from the ring. Nick then signals to security to come and remove the doll as he ends the segment, confirming that it will be Tiffany Stratton and Alexa Bliss main eventing WrestleMania Night 1. Damn. Just saying, damn. Let's continue with the show, where we get a promo video, just to break it all up a little bit, of DIY and Motor City Machine Gun hyping their WWE Tag Title match, which will be happening at WrestleMania next week. We've got 2 more matches on the card, and as promised last week, Big Cass is in action, and he is up next. So here he is, making his big old entrance to the ring with Logan Paul, his partner in crime, his, I don't know what you want to call him. You know, they're partners. They're close to equals. I mean, Big Cass is definitely working for Logan, but I do think that there is an understanding between these two. But unfortunately, there wasn't much on the roster to feed Big Cass, so Tyler Bate is the victim of tonight. And in pretty short fashion, Tyler Bate gets completely murked. Big Cass destroys Tyler Bate, big boot after big boot after big boot, finishing off with a huge choke slam and then one more big boot for measure. Huge win, 69 rating, nice. 3-star match quality, which is pretty good to be fair. Big Cass has got some underrated stats, just saying. And a 72 overall. He started his SmackDown career, his new SmackDown career, with a nice win. And Logan Paul is obviously, he's been there, he's been, streaming the whole thing on his phone. But this now does take us to our main event, the main event that was hinted at last week. It is the 10-woman scramble. Fallon Henley, Carmella, Ivy Nile, Cora Jade, Isla Dawn, Alba Fire, Kaden Carter, Katana Chance, Piper Niven, and Zelina Vega. One of these women will book their ticket to WrestleMania and join the red, white, and blue battle for the United States Championship. This is our main event. I know it's probably not going to get a high rating, but I don't care. This is what you would do. It's the most important match on the card. It's getting the main event slot. Deal with it. Anything above a 65, I'll be happy. So let's just dive straight into it. Oh, a 50? Oh, that's bollocks. That's complete shit. Either way, Chelsea Green is ringside, trying to help Piper Niven where she can. But ultimately, it is Cora Jade that comes out with the win, pinning, I believe I put it as Kaden Carter. So Cora Jade of NXT is the only person that got popularity in this match. Has won, and she has booked her place at WrestleMania. So the officials put over the fact that this match is now fully confirmed. It will be our WWE Women's United States Champion Chelsea Green versus Bayley versus Bianca Belair versus Naomi versus our NXT North American Champion Natalya versus NXT's Cora Jade. I'm hoping this will be a really good match because this is a pretty good lineup. So we'll just have to wait and see. Who's your money on? Who's winning this battle? Let me know in the comments. But that is how we end the show. And of course, yeah, we lost popularity. I knew we were going to, but I don't care. I don't care, all right? But let's just quickly recap what's happened. Joaquin Wilde and Del Toro have essentially been murdered by Andrade, Rey Fenix, and the debuting Mike Santana. Rey Mysterio is definitely going to want to get revenge here. Nick Aldis sets up a 6-man tag on the eve of WrestleMania between our 6 men's red, white, and blue battle members. That is Trick Williams, our US champion, Rusev, Kevin Owens, Jacob Fatu, Carmelo Hayes, and LA Knight. Seth Rollins gets jumped again by Big Cass and Logan Paul, as Seth Rollins needs to find himself a tag team partner for that WrestleMania match. Chad Gable says that he's in the Andre the Giant Battle Royale and he's going to win it and then win the King of the Rings. Let's see if Chad Gable is a man of his word. Alexa Bliss and Tiffany Stratton had a wild contract signing, something I'm very proud of writing, so I really hope you guys enjoyed that. We get the hype for the tag team title match. Big Cass makes a huge impact in his debut, and Cora Jade is the final member of the red, white, and blue battle for the Women's United States Championship. I'm going to end it here. We're going to fast forward to Monday, see if there's any news items or anything, and then it is 1 week until WrestleMania. One Raw left, one SmackDown, and then it's WrestleMania, and I am so excited because I've had this written since, I don't even know. Whenever I started recording this series, so whenever episode 1 came out, I've had WrestleMania pretty much written that week. So it's been a long time for me to finally get this booked and recorded. So let's stop talking here. I'll see you guys back in the office. Interesting. So Drew Casper, aka Brutus Creed, I think it's Brutus, has been offered a contract. Oh yeah, it says it there, by New Japan and AEW. Now I haven't really been using the Creed brothers all too much, but a very odd person for them to suddenly put an offer in. Do you not think? I don't know, what's this as well? In a development that underscores spirit of camaraderie and growth within the wrestling community, rising star Sapphire Reed has been seen working under the mentorship of Casey Owens. Oh, random. Yeah, so they put an offer in for him. I don't know what we do. Should we... Let's see what we've currently offered him. Where is he? Brutus Creed. So our current offer is $515k a month, 0.5, and that's what he wants. So if we say we do 2 years, if we do that, however, I do have a better offer. See, now the Creed brothers was a post-Mania team that I was thinking of pushing, but I mean, let's take a look at them. Creed. So let's look at the numbers here. So Brutus Creed, here we go. 68, 60, 79, 41, 42. Let's compare him to his brother or cousin or however they're related. So Julius is better and a little bit more popular. And I do quite like Julius. And I feel like, could we repackage this guy? When does he? It's September. And his is obviously May. Is it mad that I'm thinking of letting him go and then repackaging Julius with someone else? Or, I mean, we could just do Julius Creed and Chad Gable, no? I mean, he's younger. They're both from Ohio, right? Yeah, he's younger, respectful, will take bumps, tag team expert, fast learner. He's everything but a fast learner. I'm just trying to see if there's a gimmick. Arrogant. Okay, arrogant. Okay, cool. Good chemistry. Yep. Whereas Julius Creed has got a lot more relationships, although these guys don't really matter. Oh, I don't know. I'll put in another offer. Let's renegotiate. We'll go 2 years. 500 per appearance. Let's go. Actually, no. No, I'm not going to get sucked into this. I've given you an offer. You're just going to have to deal with it. Sorry, mate. Okay, let's get to Monday, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, and what we thought would happen has happened. Drew Casper, as you can see here, has decided to sign exclusively with New Japan Pro Wrestling. And honestly, I think he'd be pretty baller over there. I think he could be a good United Empire guy or something. I don't know. But yeah, he signs with them. His contract starts in the 8th of May. So we still actually have him for a while. So we could write a story to get him out. But he's also not that big to do that. Also, Lillian Garcia has left WWE. She hasn't shown her face once and wasn't going to. So she can go. Now, this is obviously a week out until WrestleMania, as we can see here. I can't remember when I put the NXT pay-per-view. So let's take a look and see if there was any. So this is that's Saturday. This was the show that we just did, right? Yeah. Is there any NXT show here? Oh, there's loads though. Windy City Riot. No. Okay, let's take a look at NXT because I know that there is a pay-per-view coming up. Events April. 3rd Saturday in Feb, 2nd Saturday in March, 3rd Friday in April. So that's this Friday. Stand and Deliver will be happening the same time as Smackdown. Wow. That's exciting. And while we're here, Mike Santana, welcome to the main E31. Oh, I might adjust that slightly because, you know, I kind of have a rule. Whenever I've played this in the past and I promote people, I give them like +10 popularity. It's kind of like a, whoa, they're popular. Like, oh, yeah, they're on the card. So, yeah, he's lower mid on there. And, I mean, we should probably bring Cora Jade up as well. Yeah, we might as well. Let's recall her from development. I reckon, so they want lower, I'm going to say mid card for Cora Jade. Cool. Okay, I will assign them to SmackDown. And, yeah, that's it. We have now just got one Raw, one SmackDown, and then it is WrestleMania. Oh, it's exciting. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know what we should do with Julius Creed now that he's soon to be a solo act. And yeah, I will see each and every one of you in the next one.